one of the most anticipated anime just dropped again, episode 2. And if you watched the previous episode I made, episode 1, you know I really think highly of this show. Level 99 Unlimited Gacha, episode 2. And honestly, in the beginning, throughout the episode, I was confused of like how he got there. Why does it look like a city? Um, and he revealed that it's been 3 years since, you know, time skip pretty much. There was a time skip, but not only that, it seems like he he summoned like his own like little squad. Like um, we see yeah, we see like them being introduced as like cards, and it's been 3 years. We seem like I don't know if you saw the episode, like you know what I mean. Like where he's at is kind of suspicious. Like I have no idea how he got there, how there's a whole palace for him, how there's anything ready for him. It's kind of like that situation if you saw mm, if you saw I forgot what the anime, but it's very popular. It has like a season 2. R something. I don't know. I'll probably try to find the name. It's like Hajime. Yeah, the Hajime. It kind of reminds me of that incident where like they got so deep into the dungeon that they found like a mansion and everything. And it's kind of like the situation where what our MC this show kind of found himself into. Like, he if you saw the episode, like the whole mansion, it was like the whole mansion was in a city by itself. Like there's people there's stores, it seemed like there was economy, and then where he was there was like 150 maids at his disposal. And then like if you see the episode, there's like the throne room, training room, jacuzzi, bedroom. Everything is very well furnished. Like someone was there. A group of people did, in fact, live there. So I hope in later episodes they explain that, like how everything was there. Cause he does say like we're not in the surface right now. Like we're in the beneath. We're still in the abyss. So, like I said, there's it kind of like I said, it kind of reminds me of that time in season 1 when Hajime and his vampire girl kind of you know um are able to pass the last floor, the last known floor of the dungeon. Then they're able to open the door, and then there was like everything laid out, like, and there was someone living there. Obviously there was someone, but yeah, like I said, hopefully we just get more clarification next in upcoming episodes of like what the whole thing was like, because there's, like I said, there's probably, it seemed like there's group of people that live there and everything, so I wonder how that is. But if you saw during these 3 years, he hasn't only been summoning his character and making him stronger. We see now that he's even becoming stronger, and after training, he kind of reminds himself and us that he's still, even after like 3 years, he's still like pressed for revenge. And then like we see him like in the jacuzzi, and he has a talk with his, I guess, teacher, one of his cards, Jack, and he says like, yeah, you're really good, but there shouldn't be much people in the service able to fight. But then he says, but that doesn't mean like zero. So that kind of implies like well, it doesn't really imply anything, but for me, it kind of foreshadows like, oh, maybe one of the um, the people that we saw in episode 1 that we introduced can fist fight him. And then at the end of the episode, we see, the Beastman from 3 years ago, that wolf guy. It seemed like his like reigns a town, and it seemed like he's very famous because he was like walking with his posse, 2 people, and it seems like he's respected and everything. Like everyone was like, "Oh hey," I forgot his name, but hey, they're calling his name pretty much. So, it wouldn't be far fetched to say that. Um, well, I'm not gonna say but anything, but it is refreshing to see that even after 3 years, he's still pressed about, yeah, I still want my revenge. And then we see his, he, and then we see additionally at the end of the episode, um, aside from the whole um, Beastman thing, we see him and his group of cards, female cards. We see. I wonder if Jack is the. I'm pretty sure Jack is the guy in the armor that we see in the poster. But anyways, so we so we see them like kind of starting to make the way up again, back to surface. And then that's when like it cuts to like the beast man that we see in the surface. If you guys remember in episode 1, and like I said, he just walked into town like la di da, he kinda owns the thing or whatever. But yeah, just like I said, I really like this show so far. Um, Hopefully, uh, in the upcoming episode or in the future episodes, they clarify some things that I kind of raised in this video. But yeah, overall, I really liked episode 2, and I can't wait for episode 3. But I think I'm just gonna end it here. Please leave a like, subscribe, and I'll see you next time.